Hello students of class 6, welcome to the online tutorial classes for Vidya Bhavan High Secondary School. This video is for class 6 life science and the chapter that I will going to continue is the adaptation of plants and animals. This video is part 3. In the previous video we discussed about the detail about hydrophytes. In this video we will discuss about the mesophytes, then the xerophytes, then about the plants grow in mountains, and the aerial plants. Along with the picture, we are going to discuss about the adaptations of each of them. So let's check.
This is a picture of Mesophytes. Now we are going to understand about who are the Mesophytes and what are their adaptations. These plants live in a terrestrial habitat which has a good amount of moisture in the soil and high humidity in the atmosphere. The soil in which they grow is neither very wet and nor very dry. So it is a moderate temperature where they can grow properly. This habitat is ideal for the growth of crops and the tropical forests. And the example of mesophytes are like rose, that the picture I am giving you, sunflower, gulmohar, mustard, tomato, people, mango, rosewood, clove, potato, and so on. So let's discuss about some adaptations in mesophytes. Like the leaves are broad but thin. Epidermis of the leaves is covered with a very thin cuticle. The stomata are present in large numbers. And the mechanical tissues and conducting tissues are very well developed. The roots and stems are also very well developed for them because they have to take water from the soil. The next adaptation is in xerophytes. So the xerophytes grow in the place where there is a shortage of water and very high temperature. For example, Acacia, cactus, Apuntia, and many more types of the xerophytes that can be seen in the desert areas. The body of these plants is adapted to conserve water and to absorb maximum water available in the soil. So let's discuss about some like adaptations of the desert animals. The leaves are reduced to spines to prevent the loss of water when the surface of leaves from the surface of leaves. The stomata are less in numbers and shrunken in the surface. The surfaces of leaves become shiny and glazed to reflect light and heat. Both leaves and stems have a thick waxy coating to prevent loss of water in hot weather. The stem becomes green to take up the functions of leaves. Most plants such as cacti have stems become fleshy to store water, and they have a very well developed root system as the water is very less in the desert areas and they have to take the water from the soil. So they should have the well developed root system that penetrates deep inside the soil for the search of the water. The next picture you can see that the mountain plants. So we are going to discuss about the adaptation in plants that grow in mountains. So the plants that grow in mountains can be like that. like the pictures. So their adaptations are like the trees grows on mountains are mainly cone shaped. The back pictures that you can see, that the pictures are cone shaped with sloping branches. This shape of the tree helps rainwater and snow to slide off easily without causing any damage to the leaves. They have small needle like leaves that also help the snow to slide off easily. The stems store water and are converted with a thick waxy layer to prevent the loss of water. The trees in the mountains are tall so that they can expose themselves to sunlight for photosynthesis. So these are the adaptations for the mountain plants. The next picture is the adaptations of the aerial plant. So orchids mainly, these are the pictures of the orchids, are classified as the epiphytes. There the AP means on top and the phyte means the plants. So these plants grow in the upper levels of the forest canopy and in order to receive the better light. The adaptations of these orchids are they obtain water and nutrients from the moisture in the air and from dampness the debris on the surface of the host plant. Some of the roots of the orchids wrap themselves around their host while others dangle freely in search of the nourishment. The next is they have thick, waxy, and leathery leaves. Some are slender and curl up on themselves, reducing the surface area and thus restricting water loss. Others look almost like succulents with swollen leaves and the pseudobulbs that store water for the period of hardship. This is all about the adaptation of the aerial plants.
So students, I think you understood detail about the Mesophytes, Xerophytes, mountain plants and the aerial plants. In the next video, we will start with the adaptations of the animals. Till then, thank you.